Hi everyone. BMW's engineers wondered if an M135i with a bit less power, 80 kilograms less weight and front-wheel drive would be any good. This was a risk, clearly. The marketing department liked the idea of a Hot 1 series pitched lower down the price ladder. It develops 302 bhp, shares it between all four wheels. Cynically, you might wonder if in fact that all happened the other way around. BMW's testing team insists the 128T is their baby, not a spreadsheets. It's just an M Sport kitted 1 Series, isn't it? You'll see more colorful changes apparent when the wraps fully come off in a couple of weeks. The T badge stands for a not very German-sounding Turismo Internazionale. It's a nod to the old 2002 T of the late 1960s. Will the lack of an M badge hurt the 128T's appeal? It looks the part, and plenty of people will just stick on their own fake M's anyway. Pretty standard hot hatch top drums, here. The 2.0-liter, 4-cylinder turbocharged engine delivers 261 bhp and 295 pounds-foot to the front wheels. On the way, it passes through an 8-speed automatic and a standard-fit limited-slip differential. BMW quotes a sprint from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 6.2 seconds, and a top speed of 155 miles per hour. Why no manual? Partly because the sales charts say so. Apparently only 8% of M3 and M4 buyers ask for the stick shift. Automatics rule in fast BMWs. What's more, the engineers reckon it's a better fit for the 128T, because an 8-speed auto obviously has shorter stacked gears than a 6-speed manual, so the 128T is nipper out of slow corners and when overtaking than it would be with a longer geared 6-speed. Meanwhile, the tall 8th gear helps keep CO2 emissions respectable. The handling bods discovered that, with the ability to shuffle drive to the rear wheels bend, the 128D was more prone to understeer even on a lifted throttle because of the beefiness of the M135i spec underbody stiffening beams. So, they unbolted them, and fitted weaker ones. Result, a body shell that's still a tad more rigid than a standard 1 Series, but also happier to rotate than the M135i. Then they set about the rear suspension, totally redesigning the geometry to take advantage of the driveshaftectomy. Even the performance control system, which brakes the inside wheels when you chuck it into a bend to help tuck the nose in. So has the front diff. Even the power steering motor has been tweaked to better resist torque steer. It's so effective, BMW is now adding that feature to the M135i. The 128D immediately feels more tenacious and pointy than an M135i. The front end has bite. It's agile on the way into a corner, and thanks to the hard-working diff, seriously tractable on the way out. It's being augmented, the blare from the engine is amplified through the speakers, but it's a decent effort at an exciting noise. BMW says it noticed lots of 4-cylinder turbo hatches seem to be embarrassed about their cylinder count, and attempt to sound warblier than they actually are. Hence the 128D has a flatter, angrier tone to its spark. No pops or bangs when it's revved or on the down changes, though, because of the latest exhaust emissions filters muffling the flatulence. It's a quick car along a B road, and not a single horsepower is wasted because, like all 1 Series, the 128D borrows clever traction control from the Mini Electric. Here it's been recoded to take advantage of the front diff, however. It reacts 10 times faster to a badly timed stamp on the gas pedal than ye olde traction control, so you never sense the brakes jabbing at the whizzing front wheels. Result, ace traction, and serious pace. The 1 Series well finished, easy to use cabin. The seats are comfy and supportive. So's the ride. No adaptive dampers here, but you don't need them, plus these regular dampers keep the cost and weight down. There's an individual mode to tune the steering, throttle and gearbox behavior to your liking, but it's actually at its best with everything set to sport. Plus, the new Shape 1 Series has better rear seat space and a bigger boot. On first impression, the 128T is a clever little niche filler. It's got more character than its big M-badged brother, doesn't feel much slower, and for the money, if it really does turn out to be just over 30 grand, there's little else that offers as much pace, as much usability, and as much badge. Maybe BMW should have tried this front-wheel drive lark earlier. Thanks for watching.